This, or otherwise I get some B-roll. Okay, we're a couple of hours early. Okay, we're a couple of hours early. So I think there's a pre-show on, and then I think 5 starts at 8:45. So I think about 7:30 or 7:45 there's a pre-person, which I'm sure InDay can put on the screen once we figure out who it is. Here she is. You can't see her with my eyes, but we'll come back to you a bit later once the first person comes up. Okay, so we've got some nice copyright music playing right now. Willie Smith. So Andrew Levins is the DJ that's coming up, and that's his little stage there, which I think is in front of where 5 will be later. So yeah, you can see.
Their last show in Australia.
Oh, last show in Australia apparently. No. So Mr. DJ is going to come up and play on his decks there and put his hands in the sky and fiddle with his knobs. So he'll come out here. So we're on the right hand side. There's kind of like 3 banks of chairs, and we're about 4 chairs from this row here. So you can see up in the stands there. I'm not sure what the capacity of the Rod Laver Arena is with the chairs behind it also blocked off, but you can see here, it's quite a large venue. So yeah, Andrew Levins, the DJ, will come out. I think it's 7:30 or 7:45. So yeah, I'll come back to you soonish once he comes out and throws his hands in the sky and fiddles with his knobs.
And the first time I've ever toured with all 5 members of 5. But it's my job tonight to make you all feel like things were as good as they used to be. I want you all to feel like you're back in high school. And my only rule for you tonight is that if you know the words to the song that I'm playing, you have to sing along or you get kicked out, okay? We're gonna start things a little slower, a little speeding up. Hope you enjoy yourselves for the next hour.
But your lipstick mark still on your coffee cup. Oh yeah. Manifest your emotion, got a head of shattered dreams. And I swear, like a shadow by your side. I see the questions in your eyes. She called me Mr. Bombastic, really fantastic. Took me on the box, she says I'm Mr. Roll. I'm the fantastic. Took me on the box, she says I'm Mr. Roll. Smooth, just like that. Girl, you're my friend, now baby. I just wonder if sorry when you're still young.
And as I continue, you know it's getting sweeter. So I keep my door to me, firmly just like a sport. It's all good, man. Me and your business,
trumpet.
A little bit of Monica in my life, a little bit of Erica by my side, a little bit of freedom all I need, a little bit of freedom's what I see, a little bit of Sandra in the sun, a little bit of Mary all night long, a little bit of Jessica, here I am, a little bit of you, bitch. Believe what I say, what I tell, and just the other day, I must confess, just never had enough. I need your help, the things we still get stuff. Baby, I swear to tell the truth, about all the things you used to do. And if you thought you had me fooled, I'm telling you now, objection overruled.
Alright, Melbourne, hands in the air, let's go!
One for one, free rides, two for life. Alright, alright. Again. DJ got the party started in the working side. Everybody's moving to the rhythm of society. It's a crazy one, but tonight's the right situation. Don't get left behind. I know you're slipping through me everywhere.
It's very smoky now. That's like laser tag. One minute to go.
Back on the street.
Yeah, come left.
If you really wanna see that, I'm living with myself, but I really need love. Here we go. dance, yeah. Bring that funky round, don't waste my time, let's do this. It's a game that I know you and not play. No time to waste, cause I'm a sense, let's do this. That body, that body, dance, let your life, here I come rockin', bring the beat to get the whole block rockin'. Get down, man, hold it, the vibes of your town. Everybody gotta grab somebody. Let's party. Don't stop, baby, it's a thing if you really wanna shake it. Shake it, baby. What? Shake it now. Get on down in the gutter, you can dance, baby. Bring that funky rock, don't waste my time, let's do this. It's a game that I know you will not play. No time to when I say five, you'll see rock five. When I say five, you'll see rock five. When I say five, everybody say rock five. When I say five, everybody say rock. Get on down in the gutter, you can dance, baby. Bring that funky rock, don't waste my time, let's do this. It's a game that I know you will not play. No time to waste, cause I'm a sense, let's do this. Get on down in the gutter, you can dance, baby. Bring that funky rock, don't waste my time, let's do this. It's a game that I know you will not play. No time to waste, cause I'm a sense, let's do this. Get on down in the gutter, you can dance, baby. Bring that funky rock, don't waste my time, let's do this. Come on.
All five of us have made it to the stage. Yes. Yes. Are we up for it tonight? I'm going to sing something, and you're all going to sing it back, and it's got to be everybody. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Sing it. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Say what? Na 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 na. Come on. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Na 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 na.
Here we go again with the beats. You got your hands pumping, now you jumping through your seats. If this is what you want, over there, throw your hands up in the air. You know we bring the sound, so you need. Everybody's moving, getting down the vibe, so we come your way. Moving to the left, now you shake it to the right, because you know we gotta keep the party walking through the night. Check us out, yes, everything's like 4, 3, 2, 1. I like the sun, so I want to keep out, wait on the floor. Kick out the ball, turn it up and leave it all. Come on, jumping to the ceiling, now we're down tonight. What if you wanna do, if you wanna breathe, everything's alright. If you got the feeling, just stop the dreaming, now we're down tonight. It's just round the corner, tell me you wanna fight, but you feel alright. Moving up the back to the track, we got it going on, we're the leaders of the pack. Let's feel alright, hold it tight, so we wanna carry on. We're gonna take it through into the dark. Everybody's moving, getting down the vibe when we come your way. Just raise up your arms, drop it on the one, you see we're gonna carry on. Cause the fun is just begun, check it out now. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm about to find out like the sun, so on. Got my weight on the floor, kick down the door, turn it up a little more. Hey, you got the feeling, jump to the ceiling, now we're getting down tonight. What if you wanna do, if you wanna breathe, everything's alright. If you got the feeling, let's stop the dreaming, now we're getting down tonight. It's just round the corner, tell me if you wanna fight, everything's alright. Walking in, it's over here. Straight up, it's over here. Listen, we be blowing up now. Tell me what you want, but what I'ma do it now. It's hard to look lost, make me time to get it off. Be all all up in your action with passion, of course. But when you get time, funk, I get in time. All of the things that you need to get into. Fuck the set straight off the concept. If you're going down, you can get you down, then you can get jacked. I know that you want something from me. Check it out now. Come on. I got something I know you need. Oh yeah. Now from the east to the west, everybody get up now. Get on up, just get on up. 'Cause this is the party, you gotta get on down. Straight up from the if you really want it, it's all we need. Straight up from India. If you really want it, it's all we need. So in love with you, you can have it all. What else can I do? Nothing left to prove. If I need you. Yeah, John. Touch my love line to deep inside. I love the thought I feel so good. Oh, no need to hide now. Open up your mind now. Make it understood. It's on your mind. Said to me all the things we shared. Now that I know that you can see, let me feel you out. It's the things you do. So in love with you. You can know. What else can I do? Nothing left to prove. It's the things you do. First things first, we just want to thank every single one of you, genuinely, seriously, for making this possible, for being the other half of this equation that lets this whole thing actually take place, and for allowing us to come to the other side of the world after 25 years of being apart, and still, for this many of you to want to come out and see us and be part of this. It really is genuinely very special and dear to us, and we can't thank you enough for being part of it, and we can't tell you how much it means to us to be able to come here and do this. So, from the bottom of our hearts, genuinely, thank you all so very, very much. The boys are back in town. You know, fine, we're partial to a little rock, so we ain't gonna keep you any longer. This one's called Lay All Your Loving on Me. Let's rock. Okay, Melbourne, are you ready to rock? Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go! It's for all you freaks. Get it on. Come on. What you got? Get me hard. Get me hard. Come and hit you in that freaky spot. Anyway, you got the right to get excited. Don't you find it, baby? You know. Wanna hit you off. Hot sauce. Move it on. You get the bottle bucket. I'm feeling like we're taking off. If you wanna come and get it, don't you let it go until you won't regret it. I can get you better check it out. Like never. Even better. Shine me. Any weather. I wanna give it to you, baby. On the cover. Lay all your loving on me. Lay all your loving on me. Cause when the heat hits the fan, you won't find a better man. Come on, lay all your loving on me. Okay, I'm looking good tonight, man. So what's up? Baby, when the lights go out. know the way I feel. I know you're being sincere. From the way I'm treating you, I never wanted to be so unkind. The only one thing on my mind is just getting in with you, girl. Baby, it's not the way I feel. Lost you and me. Baby, it's not what I'm ready. Sing it more. Baby, when the lights go out, every single one of us, the I'll show you what it's all about. Baby, that's when you must come to me. So baby, come to me. Are we feeling Melbourne? Just the night in the building of the sky. My heart set on me. In your eyes, I look back in the sky. I can see everything. Girl, tonight, the way I feel. You gotta trust me and give me a chance to prove I will. Baby, when the lights go out, every single word that I express, we never between us. I'll show you what it's all about. Because baby, will you come to me? So baby, come to me. Baby, when the lights go out, every single word that I express, we never between us. I'll show you what it's all about. Baby, because baby, will you come to me? So baby, come to me. Let's go. You wanna do it bad, I feel the same way too. Give me what you want for the days and the nights. It's about time to relax. I didn't know what was going on half the time, and unfortunately, I couldn't even see these crowds. I was on the stage, but not really, not in my mind. I couldn't even see these boys, and now I appreciate them so much. I appreciate their talent. I appreciate everything. I appreciate you guys as well. And you know what? It took me 25 years. I went away. I made a family. I got married to my beautiful wife. Came the day after we split. Right? We've got 4 incredible children, and only then did it feel like I could come back into this, and I'm so privileged to be on this stage with these boys, singing to you guys. So thank you so much from the bottom of my heart, thank you.
Thank you, brother, that's so much fun. Alright, in the not too distant past, a wise prophet by the name of Rocky Balboa once said, life isn't all sunshines and rainbows. And I think we've all reached a certain point in life, including everyone in this arena and on stage, where we realise that at some point, life's going to come along and it's going to smack you in the chops. And it's at that point, as Rocky said, you got 2 choices. You can either stay down and get the poo kicked out of you, or you can get up and you can keep taking that next punch, and you can keep moving forward. And when you make that choice, you realise that we're all invincible.
Melbourne, get your phones out. Let's light up this arena. Come on, let me see you. We want to see where you are. Let's light it up. Ooh. Wow. Come on. Hey, that's beautiful. There's a few bits in. Yeah. Woo! I've gotta find a way to find a better day without you. It's amazing, Melbourne. And though it's hard to say, I miss you every day. We never thought that you would You'll never know how much I'm missing you and all of the things that I've been going through. And you'll never know how I do it all. Now baby, I'm invisible. You are the flesh and blood I made. Ooh, human, born to make mistakes. Everybody in the house, come on. My boys in the house, say loud. If my boys in the house, check it out. If my boys in the house, say loud. If my boys in the house, check it out. Come on. Come on, baby, drive you right. What you're doing. Ever like to see you cry? Please forgive me. I would have never tried to hurt you. I just needed someone to hold me, to feel the void while you were gone, to feel the space of emptiness. I'm only human, my flesh and blood I made. Yeah. Ooh, human, born to make mistakes from the side to the side. If my boys in the house, say it loud. If my boys in the house, check it out. I've probably fallen in love like 10 times since I've been here already. I'm thinking about moving over here. You're willing to tour up like your brother? You got room for one more, right? That's a done deal. See ya. Alright, we're gonna carry on with some music, man. This one right here. It's Party 555 online. This party. Come on. Rock your crew. Hey. Lisa got the energy to help me stay on track. Get it on, baby. I want it now, baby. If you're getting down, baby, I want it now, baby. Come and get it on, baby. I want it now, baby. Come on, I want to take a little time to refresh your mind. I want you back in time with a different kind. So who got the fun? We got the fun, right? If you got the shake it on. I heard somebody say, she's at somebody so long. I'm gonna get you some. If you're getting down, baby, I want you down, baby. Come and get it on, baby. I want you down, baby. If you're getting down, baby, I want you down, baby. Move it all around, baby. I want you down, baby. Wiggy wiggy, I see jiggy. Under the road, me and slow for the city. You look kind of free, that's how we shop. And it don't stop, till it don't stop. That's how you wanna dance. You so get down while we got the chance. I still got toast every time I got this vibe. Till the sun don't shine. Night after night, I never like right after night. Just like time after time. Keep it up, keep it guilty. Hit now, what's a guilty beat? I heard somebody say, she's at the party, so I'm gonna give her some. If you're getting down, baby, I want it now, baby. Come and get it on, baby. I want it now, baby. If you're getting down, baby, I want it now, baby. Move it all around, baby. I want it now, baby. Come on, Melbourne! We can't fix. We can do it in the mix. And then I can trouble with it. And we're double. I'll tell you that we're in the six. Come on. I heard somebody say, she's at the party, so I'm gonna say, you're getting down, baby. I want it now, baby. Come and get it on, baby. I want it now, baby. If you're getting down, baby, I want it now, baby. Move it all around, baby. I want it now, baby. If you're getting down, baby, I want it now, baby. Come and get it on, baby. I want it now, baby. If you're getting down, baby, I want it now, baby. Move it all around, baby. I want it now, baby. When we step into the place, make believe that you can see we're gonna rock non-stop. Here we go again, hit you in the flow again. Get up the second time around, we bring it on and change, shout it out. Buddy on the bar, making big knives, playing in the street. Gotta be a big man, son. Got right on your face, what? Big disgrace, yeah. Kicking your can all over the place, singing, we will rock you. We will rock you. How about a little something, get you in the mood, know what I mean? Watch your back, we got Queen on this track. Bring the beat back and let it drop. As long as vibe with the funk, bitch, free to rock. Let it don't stop. Shining in the street, gonna take on the world. Got light on your face, why make this race? Living out there all over the place. We will rock you. Rock you, baby. Somebody better put your let's sing it. We will rock you. I wanna rock you, baby. We will rock you. We will rock you. Yeah, we will rock you. We're gonna rock you. We will rock you. I wanna rock you, baby. original. Tearing these gas so hot, do material. Feeling that when you pay coming in, yes, system. I know you just too friends, just as long as they. I gotta pay ass. Oh, you should never come in. It's not like you know it's gonna get ya. Free your mind if the system will let ya. You stop, so it's time to shine. Guys in the back, put your hands around your body. You can go through the night. If you live it up, we're gonna let ya. If you give it up, we're gonna get ya. Rock your body. If you're feeling alright. When you're having a good time together, and it's Sunday night lasts forever. So I keep it support. You know what's going on? I fucking think you moving on the spot. Never wanna stop. Temperature is hot. You got jams, I got no jam. You wake me up every free jam. I got the mind, I'll hit it with the rhyme. What you gotta do is move a body like somebody. Check it out. It's not like you know it's gonna get you. Free your mind if the system will let you. These times it's time to shout. Guys in the back, throw your hands up. The party. You can go through the night. If you live it up, we're gonna let ya. If you give it up, we're gonna get you. Rock your body. If you're feeling alright. When you're having a good time together, and the Sunday night lasts forever.
I played for over the years. And yeah, does anybody sort of remember a song where the video was a poster that was on the road and it just blew away in the wind? Yeah, well that's kind of our breakup song. Now, you know, to sort of be a part of this, and then you sat in your living room and it's all over and you're scratching your head at 21, 22 going, huh? How's that over now already so quick and, you know, all just a bit of madness? But the beauty of life means it's come full circle because we're here tonight and we can turn that really sad and horrible memory into a happy one. Let's turn that frown upside down.
That's one of the amazing things that this tour is doing for myself and the guys personally. I mean, one of the amazing things because it's too numerous to mention how absolutely wonderful this is for all of us, what's going on with this. But one of the things is, like every single one of you, we attach memories and emotions and important periods of our lives to either certain songs or certain albums. And when you've written songs and a certain thing was going on at that point in your life, then you attach those emotions and memories to that. And unfortunately, for me personally, a lot of our music's had slight negative connotations to it because of a lot of the stuff that went on in the band. And the same for all of us really. And one of the amazing things that this is now doing is we're able to perform all of our songs again together. And we're quite literally having the best times of our life doing this.
Can you see it? Can you feel it?
The amazing things is now all of this music is having this part of, for just speaking personally, this part of my life attached to it and erasing all of the negative stuff that came before. And again, I want to thank all of you people for being a part of it because you're equally as important in this equation as we are, so thank you. This, I think, is a really lovely, it's a beautiful song that we wrote. It's called Closer to Me.
You gotta be off stage this time. You gotta go off stage.
You'll go left.
See if you can clear
Go right now. Go right.
Constantly girl on my mind. Girl, I think about you all of the time. And even though words are hard to say, girl, I miss you. I never thought I'd feel this way. You keep on taking my heart, you'll be breaking. So why do you do this to me? You know how I'm feeling, it's you I believe in. Baby, can't you see that I need you? Know that it's true. Every time I see the face on this, you know that it's you. I wanna let you know you're driving me crazy. I do anything to help you to see. I don't think you understand what you do when you know that it's true. Every now and then I wanna call you, know that it's you. You Yeah! Woo! Gotta get seasoned up. Don't pull back up, Melbourne. What? Come on! Yeah! As I wreck the decks and check the flex, lyrical sex, I bring the fun to your neck, check it. Second time around, better than the first. I'll quench your thirst, my round, feel me to your bird. Get serious, it's what we wanna do for you. Here we go again, back line on the Too many people, but we couldn't go on. We're still number one, see we shine like the sun. Hands up in the air, hey, wave like you care. Feel the monkey beat, everybody on your feet. Get serious. Gotta go on tonight. Get serious. Everything will be alright. Come on. All I know is true that I wanna be with you. You gotta get serious. Come on. Serious. Serious. Amazing trip, and just quickly want to thank our team. They're absolutely amazing. Everything that you see here is built by them. They work so hard. Mark Murphy, everyone put so much in. Thank you so much, everyone. The next song we're going to do is the first time we decided to do a ballad.
Scott, wait a minute.
Yes.
Sorry to interrupt.
No.
I always like picking out sounds when I see them. My eyes aren't that good, but let me see what that says, Sean. What? Throw some light on that for me. I think it says something to do with your pants, Sean.
Do we what?
Your pants. Your pants, mate.
Sure, your pants are backwards.
Oh my God. I'm just going to check. No, it's good today.
It's the fact that you checked.
That scared me then.
If then again, I was you running it that fast.
Talking about the panniers anyway.
If you don't know what we're talking about, on rehearsals, Sean come out with his trousers on the long way round.
I often put my clothes on.
Don't know where to start. Don't wait. So many questions deep inside my heart. You know that. Give me a moment before you go. Something you ought to know. Maybe now forever, until the time is through, until the time is through. I'll be standing here, waiting and never give up my faith in you. Give up my faith, trying to make it clear. Without your love, I'll be half a man. Maybe one day you will understand. Now and forever, until the time is through. I'll be waiting. Looking to tell you so that you can see. Life has a meaning, but you believe. Give me a moment before you go. There's something you want to know. Baby, now and forever, until the time is through. Until the time I'll be standing here, waiting and never give my faith in you. Give up my faith, trying to make it clear. Without your love, I'll be half a man. Maybe one day you will understand. Now and forever, until the time is through. There is no one to comfort me. Give me my goal reality. Searching for words, what can I say to make you see, to make you feel? Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome don't go away, so I added the bass. The bass was fat. I played it to my boys on the 24 track. Come on, they like that. The hand clap followed by the mic check. No time for dinner, vibes out on the night shift. Shady eyes in the middle of the night. And into the dawn till the lyrics lock tight. Off to the mix till the DJ can pop boom.
He kept playing my song all night long, all night long. He kept playing my song all night long, all night long. Everybody rip it up one time. Let me bring the rhythm, bring the flow for your mind. I got what you need now. Let me break it down. Far from the low with the funk, bring it down. Down on the floor now. Let me see you move. It's time tonight, now it's time to prove. We got the champion sound. Understand? Bomb on the low down. Get down, come on. Get down, get down. Get down, get down. Get down, get down. My song. Say what? This is our chance. If you want to dance, let's take our chance. Just with me, keep bouncing. 30 seconds of counting. Hot ones, it's just pretty cold. Situation is difficult. I kinda don't wanna now, we can rhyme on a level where you can't hear me, see me. Guess I know you wanna be me. In the meantime, bounce to the music is my life, cause my life is music. The beat of the drum is your heart. Come on, let's dance, can't you beat it, don't you know? Let's dance, it's beating, better believe it, here we go. Let's dance, it's all of us together on the floor. Let's dance, you got on the line. Check it out, put the bounce on the beat. Up to the speaker, we just sound the sheet. Cause I like to party, you like to party. Open the party, gotta get started. I got something to get you jumping. Get the dance floor pumping. Step back, take time to check. When I walk around, you'll never forget to check it out. Music is my life is music. The beat of the drum is your heart. Let's go! Let's beat it, don't you know? Let's dance, beat it, here we go. Let's dance, it's always us together on the floor. Let's dance, you got what I got. Let's dance, beat it, don't you know? Let's dance, beat it, here we go. Let's dance, it's always us together on the floor. Let's dance, you got what I got. You wanna dance, this is our dance. You wanna dance, let's take our chance. Keep this beat nasty like action. Better like a dancing. Every year you don't know what you're missing. Talk to your family, hey, talk to your enemy. Going out the spot, everybody get up, sing it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, make you get down now. Bring it on now. Everybody get up, sing it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, make you get down now. Keep it moving, gotta keep it moving out. 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 President, I'm the fifth element. Jimmy Flash, Lucas, Stone Cold Town. Hang on, better get together, put your hands in the sky. Stick them out, get them out. Let you be right for dinners. Ain't got no manners to fight with my fingers. Some of us are neighborhood, and the answer to basketball. Do it. Come on, everybody take it up, come with the fun, bring it on, bring it on. Everybody get up, sing it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, make you get down now. Bring it on now. Everybody know you wanna stand up, so baby jump. Everybody get up, sing it. Follow me, get down now. Get on down. Everybody get up, sing it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Follow me to get down now. Bring it on now. Everybody get up, sing it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Follow me to get down now. Follow me to get down. That's a sin. I don't never slack up. You better back up. Try to play around, you're the whole fool like up. Get up, stand up, throw your hands up. If you got the feeling, jump up, press the ceiling. Let it come close, someone's looking jump, you're a hustle in the eye. Hands in the top, stop feeling, don't get the ass in the top, get like up. Hands in the top, set it up, keep going up. Show up, fuck I got. From the kids on the hills to my mama and pop. I can get it down, I can get it down. So get touches, you can jump around, jump around. Jump around, say what? Jump around, on your back, jump up, and get down. Jump around, jump around, jump up, and get down. Come on, jump around, jump around, jump up, and get down. What friends with them? Of course it was with them. If we search to find, take it back, who we are. So let's raise the bar and back up to the stars. She's up all night to the sky. I'm up all night to get smart. She's up all night to get smart. We're up all night to get lucky. We're up all night to the sky. We're up all night to get smart. We're up all night to get lucky. 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 Get Melbourne! Let's see you. Everybody, Melbourne. We're all night together. Let's hear you. Everybody, let's 1, 2, 3, come on. We're up all night to get lucky. 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 Guys,
Hey, top man.
26 years.
Fantastic.
Thank you, Australia.
Unbelievable way to end it.
It's been an amazing trip, an amazing tour. We've got a lot of summer festivals coming up in England, but to come back do the UK tour We never even imagined those 25 days. Then to get invited out to Australia as a 5-piece after all these years. Unbelievable. And to see what the music means to so many people after such a long time. Who'd have ever thought it? Who'd have guessed it? Unreal. If you want us to knock it on the head, we can go to New Zealand now, or if you want, we've got one more song.
Where is it?
It's usually got one more tune in the
Right, let's see. I think it's in this up.
Is it in the song? Not in your own business.
And the sun shines through me, and it's telling me not to get away. But the baby things are dying, like you want to keep on trying. And the things that birds are flying. Never got to run your morning, don't stop till the break of dawn. Keep moving, don't stop rocking. Get on up when you're down, baby. Take a good look around. Don't stop much, but it's okay. Keep on moving on anyway. Yeah, help me sing it. Feel like I should be screaming, trying to get it through my brain. Sometimes it feels like life is no meaning, but I don't think there'll be a right at the end. Alright now, alright now, gotta keep on trying. All the things that birds are flying. Never let go, never coming. That's not to break the dawn. Keep moving, don't stop rocking. Get on down when you're down, baby. Take a good look around. I know it's not much, but it's okay. We'll keep on moving on anyway. Keep on trying. All the beats are burning. Say what? Never let go, never want it. Not stop till the break of dawn. Keep moving, don't start rocking. Get on up when you're down, baby. Take a good look around. I know it's not much, but it's okay. Keep on moving on anyway. Get on up, we're going down, baby. Take a good look around. I know it's not much, but it's okay. We keep on moving on anyway. Get on up, come on, we're going down, baby. Take a good look around. I know it's not much, but it's okay. We'll keep on moving on anyway. Get on up, when you're down. Beautiful. I said I know it's not much, but it's okay. We'll keep on moving on anyway. When you're down, better take a good look around. I said I know it's not much, but it's okay. Keep on moving on anyway. Get on down, come on down, come on down. Keep on. Come on, keep on jumping, keep on losing, keep on losing.